Well, hello everyone and welcome to another Digimon TCG Battle Royale. That's right, we are finally doing another one. Since a new set and starter decks were recently released, we'll be showcasing some of the new decks from the format and some old decks upgraded with the cards from the new set. And this time we even bought some singles to make the decks even more powerful. So what exactly will we be playing? I'll be playing my new favorite deck of the format, the Misplays deck from the new starter deck. I already tried it out for one of my How to Play Digimon TCG 101 videos, and it was pretty strong in a one-on-one match, so let's see how it fares against multiple opponents. Then we have Stanislav, back with his Rookie Rush-ish yellow deck, and he didn't even put any new cards in it. He just wanted to play with this old deck against the new ones. Next there's Vladislav, still on green as his color of choice, but this time he wanted to try out Shivamon from the BT8 set. And finally we have Stanislav, who just can't shake off the blues. He'll be playing a deck he affectionately calls Bad Dragon. Basically he just wants to get Azulongbond out as soon as possible, get rid of everybody's evolution sources, and get rid of every security card in one attack. And now that you know what we're playing, let's jump into the game. Of course, we first have to determine who goes first. And it seems the Blues man has the first turn. Apparently he has no rookies, so he starts with a blue memory boost, revealing a Crisp Dramon, another blue memory boost, another Crisp Dramon, and a new TK Takaishi for blue. Of course he adds one of the Crisp Dramons to his hands and the rest goes to the bottom of his deck. Vladislav hatches the new BT8 Bibimon, evolves it into the green starter deck Tentomon, which he then evolves into the BT3 Gargomon for 1 cost, and he plays Namakemon for 4 cost, giving me 2 memory. I hatch a Demi-Meramon, evolve it into Tapirmon, and play Salamon from the Mastemon starter deck, giving Stanislav 1 memory. Stanislav hatches a Pikmon, evolves it into Tsukaimon, then into Turuemon for 1 cost, and he plays a Funkomon, giving 2 memory to Stanislav. And it looks like Stanislav has finally drawn a rookie, so he evolves Chiaramon into Gizamon, Gizamon into Lobomon for 2 cost, and he plays the blue TK Takaishi from BT8 for 4 cost, and passes it over to Vladislav. Vladislav moves the Gargomon into the battle area, and he activates the effect of Namakemon, suspending him to reveal the top 3 cards of his deck, and adding 1 green Digimon from them to his hand. He reveals a Climbmon, the level 3 Argomon, and Easy Izumi from the green starter deck. He takes the level 3 Argomon and returns the rest of the cards to the bottom of his deck. Next he evolves his Gargomon into Blossomon, using its Digisorption to evolve him for free. He then plays the BT1 Mimi Tachikawa for 4 cost, and evolves the Blossomon into Shivamon for another 4 cost. He still doesn't have the full playset of them, so we let him proxy 2 of them. I move my Tapirmon to the battle area, and I attack Vladislav with it. Vladislav reveals a level 3 Argomon in the security, so my Tapirmon is deleted and I get to draw 1 card from his effect. And I also get to draw 1 card from Demi-Meramon's inherited effect, and then I discard 1 card. And I discard Lucemon Chaos Mode. Then I play Gatomon from the Mastemon starter deck, and with its own play effects, I reveal the top 3 cards of my deck. I reveal a Salamon, the BT3 Lady Devimon, and another Gatomon. And since I can add both a purple and a yellow Digimon with its effect to my hand, I add the Lady Devimon and Gatomon to my hand and put Salamon on the bottom of my deck. And it's off to Stanislav, who moves the Turuemon to his battle area. He evolves Funkomon to another Turuemon. He attacks Vladislav with one of the Turuemons, revealing a BT8 Ponsmon in the security, so Turuemon survives. And he attacks Vladislav again with his other Turuemon, revealing another level 3 Argomon, so the other Turuemon also survives. But man, I guess Stanislav really doesn't want that Shivamon to trash his security every turn, so he's trying to get rid of Vladislav as soon as possible. Anyway, Stanislav just passes his turn and it's off to Stanislav with 3 memory. Stanislav moves the Lobomon into the battle area. He evolves him into Crisp Dramon for 3 cost. And with his when Digivolving effect, all of the opponent's Digimon lose 1 evolution source. And he decides to bring out the big boy. He evolves Crisp Dramon into Azulongbond. who also trashes the evolution source of every opponent's Digimon. And since there are now 5 Digimon with no evolution sources on his opponent's field, he gains back 5 memory, so it's a free evolution. And he also goes for Vladislav, but to not be a complete dick and get rid of all his security, he attacks Shivamon instead. And he finishes his turn by playing another blue memory boost, revealing from the top Sora and Joe, the blue starter deck Matt, Majiramon, and Lobomon. He adds Majiramon to his hand and the rest goes to the bottom of his deck. Vladislav hatches a Pinamon, evolves it into the level 3 Argomon, then into Gargomon for 1 cost, and then he notices he didn't unsuspend Namakemon in his unsuspend phase, so he does so now and immediately suspends him to use his effect. He reveals a Nidhoggmon, green memory boost, and the BT8 Pulsemon. Of course he adds the Nidhoggmon to his hand and returns the rest to the bottom of his deck. He plays a level 3 Argomon from his hand for 2 cost, and evolves Gargomon into Blossomon, giving me 3 memory. I hatch another Demi-Meramon, evolve it into another Tapirmon, and I evolve my Gatomon into the BT3 Lady Devimon for a reduced cost of 1 memory. With Lady Devimon's when Digivolving effect, I draw 2 cards and then I discard 2 cards from my hand. I discard the BT8 Candlemon and the Mastemon starter deck Wizardmon. Then I evolve my Salamon into another Wizardmon and attack Stanislav's Turuemon with it, deleting them both since they have the same DP. Next I play Magna Angemon from my hand for 7 memory, and with his own play effect I recover 1 card to my security. Then I use Gatomon's inherited effect, which allows me to DNA Digivolve at the end of my turn using the Digimon I have on the field. So I use Magna Angemon and Lady Devimon to DNA Digivolve into Mastemon. I activate Mastemon's when Digivolving effect, placing Lucemon Chaos Mode to the top of my security, and since it was a DNA Digivolve, I look at my security and can play a level 5 yellow or purple Digimon from it. I play the Lucemon Chaos Mode I added with Mastemon to my security, shuffle my security, and use Lucemon's own play effect to delete Azulongmon. And finally I use Mastemon's other effect, which allows me to delete one opponent's Digimon with a level equal to or lower than a Digimon I played with an effect, so I delete Stanislav's Turuemon with its effect. And it's off to Stanislav with 7 memory. He starts by playing the BT1 Petermon from his hand for 5 memory, but unfortunately he doesn't have a Tinkermon to play with his effect. So he ends his turn by playing a Holy Wave for 6 memory, recovering his security and giving 4 memory to Stanislav. Stanislav plays the blue starter deck Matt for 2 memory and passes the turn to Vladislav. Vladislav moves Blossomon to the battle area. He unsuspends Namakemon and immediately suspends him for his effect. He reveals another Shivamon, Blossomon and another Namakemon. He adds the Blossomon to his hand and places the rest at the bottom of his deck. He evolves his level 3 Argomon into Exermon and uses his when Digivolving effect to suspend one of his Digimon, suspending Blossomon, to suspend my Mastemon. And finally, he evolves Blossomon into Nidhoggmon, and he uses his when Digivolving Digiburst effect to suspend all of his opponent's Digimon with 5000 or less DP and return all of the opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of their deck. So Petermon is suspended and returned to the bottom of the deck, and so is my Mastemon, which was suspended because of Exermon. And now it's my turn. I start by moving my Tapirmon to the battle area, then I evolve him into Gatomon for 3 memory. I use Lucemon to attack Stanislav, revealing a Tinkermon in his security. Next I evolve Gatomon into another BT3 Lady Devimon for reduced cost of 1 memory. Use her when Digivolving effect to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. I discard another Lucemon Chaos Mode and a Salamon. Then I play Angel Woman from the Mastemon starter deck, paying 6 memory and giving Examon a security attack -2 until the end of the opponent's turn. And with Gatomon's inherited effect, I DNA Digivolve into another Mastemon. I add the other Lucemon Chaos Mode to my security, look at my security, and play the said Musemon from it. With his own play effect I delete Nidhoggmon, and with Mastemon's effect I delete Exermon. Stanislav hatches a Nyaramon, evolves it into Tsukaimon, plays Petermon from his hand for 5 memory, and now he has a target for his effect, so he brings back the Tinkermon from his trash. And he finishes his turn by playing a Magna Dramon, giving Stanislav 10 memory, but he doesn't get to recover anything since he already has 5 security. Stanislav hatches a Kyaramon, then he evolves his Met into a Kumamon, which gets rid of my Mastemon's bottom Digivolution swords with his when Digivolving effect. He then evolves Kumamon into Majiramon, which gets rid of my Mastemon's top evolution source. And it's finally time for the Bad Dragon's return. He evolves Majiramon into Azulongmon, which gets rid of another one of my Mastemon's evolution sources, and since there are now 6 Digimon with no evolution sources on his opponent's field, not only is Azulongmon's evolution free, he gains 1 memory in addition to that, so he still has 6 memory left. He attacks Stanislav's security, and since Stanislav's Digimon have no Digivolution sources, he gains a plus security attack for each of them, so he's hitting for 4 security. Oh yeah, and Azulongmon also gets to unsuspend because of Majiramon's inherited effect. Stanislav reveals a Bushi Agumon, Spiral Masquerade, which gives minus 9000 DP to my Mastemon, a Tinkermon, and another Spiral Masquerade, which again targets my Mastemon and it deletes it. Next Stanislav attacks me and gets a plus 2 security attack because of my Musemons. I reveal an Analog Youth and I use its own play effect to reveal a Flame Hellsight, another Analog Youth, and a yellow starter deck Angel Woman. I add the Angel Woman to my hand and the rest of the cards are trashed. And the next security check is Chaos Degradation, which puts Stanislav's Azulongmon on the bottom of his security. Stanislav evolves his Gizamon into Kumamon for 2 cost, then into Majiramon for 3 cost, and plays another TK from his hand for 4 cost, giving Vladislav 3 memory. Vladislav hatches a Bibimon, evolves it into Ponsmon, then he remembers to unsuspend Namakemon and suspends him again for his effect, revealing an Exermon, the green starter deck Easy, and the green memory boost. He adds the Exermon to his hand, putting the rest of the cards at the bottom of his deck. Man, that Namakemon really put in some work this match. He then plays the green starter deck Tentomon for 3 memory, and with its own play effect he gets to reveal the top card of his deck, and if it's a green Digimon, add it to his hand. He reveals a Ken Ichijoji, and since it is not a Digimon, it goes to the bottom of his deck. He finishes his turn by evolving Ponsmon into Exermon, giving me 2 memory. I hatch a Nyaramon, evolve it into Salamon, then I attack Stanislav with my Musemon, revealing his last security card, and it is Starmon's. And now I make a deal with Stanislav to not finish him off this turn if he doesn't attack me on his turn, to which he agrees. So I attack the other Stanislav with my other Musemon, revealing a Grizzlymon in his security. Then I play a Flame Hellsight, reducing Namakemon's DP by 6000 and deleting him, and I can play a yellow or purple Digimon with 6000 or less DP from my trash, and I play Magna Angemon, which recovers my security by 1. At the start of his turn, Stanislav moves Tsukaimon to the battle area, and he attacks Vladislav with his Magna Dramon, and uses his when attacking effect to play a Salamon from his hand, and Vladislav reveals the level 5 Argomon in his security. Stanislav then uses his 4 memory to play a Spiral Masquerade, getting rid of my Magna Angemon. He did agree to not attacking me this turn, but we never said anything about not deleting each other's Digimon. I really gotta be careful with my choice of words when making a deal with him. Anyway, Stanislav uses his Tinkermon to attack Vladislav again, revealing only a Terriermon in his security, so Tinkermon survives, and he finishes Vladislav off with Petermon. And he attacks Stanislav with his Tsukaimon, revealing only a Gabumon in his security. And with nothing else to do, he passes the turn over to Stanislav. Stanislav moves Majiramon to the battle area and immediately evolves it into Azulongmon. It gets rid of Tsukaimon's evolution source, and since there are now 7 Digimon with no evolution sources, he gains 2 memory. He attacks Stanislav directly, and because his Digimon have no Digivolution sources, Majiramon allows Azulongmon to unsuspend. So now he's free to attack me with a +2 security attack. I reveal an Omnimon's Ward defeat, and I make the rookie mistake of forgetting his security effect and just trash him. The next card I reveal is Flame Hellsight. So I reduce Azulongmon's DP by 6000 and play another Magna Angemon from my trash, which again recovers my security by 1. And finally I reveal a BT3 Lady Devimon, which has 8000 DP, but because of Gizamon, Azulongmon is now at 9000, so he's not deleted. Next, Stanislav uses one of his memory boosts, a delay effect, to gain 2 memory, plays a blue starter deck Mat for 2 memory, and has an absolute blast, returning my Magna Angemon to the bottom of my deck. So I start my turn with 1 memory. I just attack with both my Lucemon, revealing a Sora and Joe, and a Gizamon in the security. And I finish my turn by evolving Salamon into Gatomon for 3 memory. So it's Stanislav's turn, and his tamers move the memory to 6. He hatches a Kyaramon, evolves it into Snow Agumon, and attacks my security with Azulongmon, and also unsuspends because of Majiramon. I reveal an Angel Woman, Gatomon, and Mastemon in my security. But because of Gizamon's boost, Azulongmon is not defeated when facing Mastemon. And now, just for fun, Stanislav evolves one of his TK into Kumamon and swings with him for game, winning yet another Battle Royale. That's like what, the 3rd one in a row? God damn. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this, and see ya in the next one. Bye!